So one of the teachers, Kabbalistic teachers, student comes to him. Yeah, these summer Shabbats are just a little on the strange side. This is totally on the side. I was Shabbat in Poland. I don't know if anyone here was with me in Shabbat in Poland. Shabbat ended like at 12 something at night. At 12 o'clock at night, the stars finally came out. Remember the video? It was like unbelievable. 12 o'clock at night. Maybe 11:40. You do have the light, 11:40. It's just... Anyway. You remember? Anyway, but one of the tzaddikim had one of his students come to him. He said he has 2 sons and a daughter. And the daughter Nebuch ran away with a guy. They're going to elope. And they joined some bizarre religion. She's like in one of their convents. She's studying to be part of whatever it is that they're part of. Is there anything you could do? He says, yes, there's something I could do. But instead of sending a messenger, instead of sending someone instead, the master himself decided, you know what? I'm going to go into my carriage and I'm going to take care of it myself. He decides he goes into the carriage. He goes the 3 days it takes to get to the town. And the master gets to the town, gets out of his carriage, starts surveying the energy, surveying what's happening. Finally he says, I'm going to write. He writes a note down, puts it in a piece of paper. He goes to one of the kids. He says, they have a service every Thursday. Can you do me a favor? At the service, you'll see there's a little girl. She looks like this. Give her this piece of paper. The kid's like, I don't know. He says, I'll give you 5 rubles. 5 rubles, it's a different story. He says, sure. Gives the piece of paper. The master tells his student, in the piece of paper I wrote that we're going to be at this and this corner waiting for her, for the girl. So he stands with his student all that day, that night, the next morning, the next night, the following morning, the following night. 4 days and 4 nights. If one of them had to go pray, one of them would stay. One of them went to sleep, one of them stayed. But it was the master himself. Finally, on the 5th day, towards the night, this girl comes out. And the master tells her, why did you come? He says, well, in your note, you said, you're going to wait for me. And I knew that you're going to wait for me for a day, you're going to wait for me for a week, a month, even a few years. But if ever I decided to come, you're going to be there. And I'm here mainly because of you. For me, this weird thing, religion thing I'm doing, sounds great. But I knew that you're going to wait for me. So here I am. Make a long story short, after a few hours, the girl decides to dump her newfound weird religion and join back and be part of Kabbalah and be part of everything. Ends up marrying some guy and lives happily ever after. When I read this story, I started realizing, first I'll do the easier part. When someone hurts us, someone does something to us, are we waiting for them? Are we waiting for them to come back to us? Do we want them to come back to us? This Kabbalist was waiting 4 days, 4 nights for this someone who doesn't even know to come back to be part. If there's someone that we know, that we feel close to, no matter how much they've hurt us, no matter what they said, no matter what they've done, if they're part of us, we should be waiting for them, no matter what. We should want them back into our fold, into our family. If there's anyone who's been part of our study group, our group, our center, we should be waiting to greet them. And when I read this story, it just reinforced my certainty whenever it is that the Rebbe will come back to us, whether it will be today, in a year, in a month, when the Mashiach comes, or in the Garden of Eden, I'm going to wait for him. We can't just, the only way that we're going to ever be successful is if we wait on that corner for those people to come back to us. Sometimes it's our parents, sometimes it's our wife, our husband, our children, whoever it is that we have to wait for. Some people are slower than others. It takes time for people to learn. But if we give up on them, they'll never, ever be able to get there. And I know for me, I'm never giving up. If the next time I see the Rav as he was, is in the Garden of Eden, that's fine. Or Bezat Hashem, hopefully before the Mashiach comes. If we don't wait for someone, they're never going to get there. And the only way people are ever going to be there is if we wait for them. There are students that we're waiting for. There are people that are out there that we're waiting for. If we don't wait for them, no one's going to wait for them. There's so many people who want to connect to the light. We better make sure that we're waiting for them.